Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we are getting up close and personal, and I mean really personal.
Yeah.
We're tackling a topic that is, I think, universally understood, occasionally endearing, and let's just be honest here, frequently a little bit gross.
Oh, for sure. If you have a dog, you know.
You absolutely know. You're lying on the couch, minding your own business, and then all of a sudden, slurp, a full facial. It's warm, it's wet, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is just relentless.
Exactly. Whether it's a quick little kiss on your hand or a full-on assault right up the nose, every single dog owner has wiped their face and just wondered, why? Why are you doing this?
Do I taste good? Is this love? What is happening right now?
Right. Am I just your personal napkin? So our mission today is to decode the lick. We're going to figure out what's actually happening in their brains.
And the answer isn't simple, which is what I find so fascinating. It's not just one thing. It's this whole cocktail of biology, evolution, emotion.
Well, we've come through a ton of sources for this one. We've got veterinary advice from places like Dogster, some deep dives into animal behavior, and honestly, hundreds of anecdotes from Reddit.
Oh, the Reddit threads are always the best.
They really are. So we're going to find out if it's love, if it's flavor, or if it's something, much deeper buried in their DNA.
And to really get it, you have to kind of reframe how you see a dog's mouth.
Yeah.
It's not just for eating. For them, it's their primary tool for interacting with the world. It's like their hands.
Okay, that's a huge concept, the mouth as hands idea. But before we get there, I feel like we have to go back in time, like way back.
To the ancestors.
Yeah, because one of the first things that came up in the research is something that, well, I'm just going to apologize to everyone listening right now. This might ruin dog kisses for you.
Yeah.
Forever.
You're going straight for the wolf connection.
I feel like we have to. It's the wolf in the room. Because when my dog licks my face, I'm thinking, oh, she loves me. She missed me. But the biology suggests she might be asking for something very specific and very gross.
It's not the most romantic interpretation, no, but it is biologically brilliant.
Okay, lay it on us.
So if you look at wolf puppies, when the mother comes back to the den after a hunt, they all rush up to her. And they don't just jump on her. They specifically lick the corners of her mouth, frantically.
And to us, that just looks like a greeting. Hi, Mom. Welcome home.
Exactly. But it's not just a greeting. It's a button. They're pushing a physiological button. That licking stimulates the mother to regurgitate partially digested food for them to eat.
The regurgitation reflex.
That's the one. Pups can't chew tough meat. They can't hunt. The mother's stomach is basically a food processor. The licking is the signal to dispense the meal.
So fast forward 20,000 years. I walk in the door, and my dog starts licking my face. Deep down in her DNA, is she hoping I'm going to vomit up a hamburger for her?
In a way, yes. I mean, domestic dogs are what we call neotenic.
Neotenic.
It means they keep their juvenile, or puppy-like traits, into adulthood. It's why they have floppy ears and big eyes their whole lives. We've bred them to be forever puppies.
A kind of Peter Pan syndrome.
Exactly. And they keep those infant behaviors. So that instinct to lick the parent provider's face to ask for food, it's still in there. It's hardwired.
That is just, it's fascinating and disgusting all at once. I'm now picturing my dog being secretly disappointed every time I don't throw up for her. Like, ugh, this human is broken. I pushed the button, nothing happened.
Huh. Well, to be fair to the dogs, it has evolved a bit. There's a huge social element to it, too, in the pack. It's not just feed me.
It's also I respect you, right? This is the submission thing.
Correct. It becomes a social signal.
Yeah.
In a pack, you'll see the lower-ranking members lick the dominant ones. It's a gesture of appeasement.
A peace offering, basically.
Yeah. It's them saying, I'm small, you're big, I'm not a threat, we're cool.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So when your dog licks you, they are reaffirming that social bond. They're acknowledging you as the leader.
Okay, so part feed me, part you're the boss. But let's go back to the idea you brought up, the mouth as hands. There's this analogy from a user online that just, it made a light bulb go off for me.
It's a great perspective shift, isn't it?
It is. The user pointed out that humans, we're bipedal. We walk on two legs. And that freed up our hands to touch, to hug, to shake hands, to explore the world.
Right. Our hands are our primary interface.
But dogs are on four legs. Their hands, their front paws are busy holding them up. They're for standing, not for hugging.
They can't exactly walk up and shake your hand without falling over.
So they use the tool they have available,
Yeah.
their mouth. A lick is basically their version of a handshake.
Or a hug. Or even just a tap on the shoulder. When a dog gently mouths your arm or licks your hand, they're holding you. They're making contact in the main way they know how.
That helps me see it differently. It makes the slobber a tiny bit more tolerable if I think of it that way.
So a tiny bit.
But there's another layer here, the sensory input, because they're getting way more data from a lick than I am from a handshake.
Oh, absolutely. We have to talk about the hardware difference. The nose and something called the Jacobson's organ.
The Jacobson's organ, that sounds like something out of a spy novel.
It's this incredible piece of biotech that we basically don't have. It's a patch of sensory cells above the roof of their mouth, and it connects the sense of smell and taste.
So they can taste smells.
Pretty much. And think about the numbers here. We have about 5 million olfactory receptors in our nose.
Which sounds like a lot.
It is, for us. But a dog has around 300 million.
Wow, the difference is staggering.
It's like we're watching TV in standard definition, and they're in 8K IMAX. So when they're licking you, they're not just tasting skin.
They're smelling, tasting me.
Exactly. They're reading your whole day. They can tell where you've been, who you met, what you ate for lunch.
Yeah.
They are downloading your chemical biography.
Which explains why they go nuts when you come home. It's an interrogation. Where were you? I smell another dog. And pizza. Did you have pizza without me?
You're a walking data set, and the lick is how they download it.
Okay, but let's be real for a second. Sometimes I think my dog just genuinely likes the taste of me. The salt lick theory came up a lot.
Well, it's a simple biological fact. We're salty, we sweat, our skin has oils, and to a dog, that tastes good.
I saw this one thread where people who work in kitchens or work out a lot were all saying their dogs go absolutely crazy licking them when they get home.
It makes perfect sense. If you're sweaty, you are a giant walking potato chip to your dog.
And what about lotions? People were saying their dogs are obsessed with coconut lotion or oatmeal lotion.
Oh, yeah. You have to be careful with toxicity, of course. Some things like xylitol are dangerous, but a scent like coconut oil, that's incredibly attractive to them. You're basically turning yourself into a giant treat.
So I'm marinating myself for my dog. Great.
But beyond the taste, there's a really important chemical reaction happening inside the dog's brain.
This is the dopamine loop, right?
Right. Licking is a self-soothing behavior. The repetitive action releases endorphins and it reduces stress hormones. It feels good to them.
So it's kind of like a kid sucking their thumb.
That's a perfect analogy. It's a coping mechanism. Yeah. There was this one story in the sources, a really touching one about a boxer puppy.
Oh, I remember that one. The owner just got the puppy. It was in the car, and it was just shaking with fear.
Terrified. And what did it do? It crawled onto the owner's lap and just started licking his face.
And didn't stop until it fell asleep.
Exactly. That wasn't about hunger or taste. That was the puppy using a rhythmic, repetitive action to literally calm its own nervous system down. It works. It lowers their blood pressure.
So an obsessive licker might not be about you at all. It might just be them managing their own anxiety.
It's their stress ball.
Wow. So we've got vomit requests, social submission, sensory exploration, and now self-soothing. But we have to get into the how because some of the stories owners shared about how their dogs lick were just hilarious.
The variations are something else. You have the gentle lickers, and then you have, what did that one user call it? The brain licker.
Yes. That one cracked me up. The dog with the super long tongue that tries to lick inside the owner's nose, like it's trying to get to the frontal lobe.
That isn't intense. But again, it goes back to sensory exploration. The nose is where all the good smells are.
And what about the herding breeds? There was a theory about border collies that they lick to scent their flock, to keep track of their people.
It's an inventory management system. Sheep 1 is here, sheep 2 is here. They're essentially putting a little tracking tag on you.
My dog is inventorying me.
Okay.
But this is where it gets really mind-blowing for me, when the licking becomes a diagnostic tool.
Right. We know if a dog licks a spot on itself constantly, it's usually pain or an allergy. But when they get fixated on a spot on you, you should pay attention.
Yeah. Tell the story about the user, Vision of Change. That's the one that really hit me.
It's incredible. Their dog started obsessively licking their big toe. Just would not leave it alone. The owner thought it was just annoying, kept pushing the dog away.
But the dog kept coming back to that one spot.
Over and over. The user didn't really feel any major pain yet, but the dog was fixated. So they finally went to the doctor.
And it turned out to be gout, right?
An infected joint and gout. The dog detected the chemical change from the inflammation long before the human knew how serious it was.
That is absolutely wild. They're like little bioscanners.
They really are. So if your dog, who normally doesn't care, suddenly gets obsessed with a mole on your arm or your knee, maybe don't ignore it.
That's a great public service announcement, but we do have to talk about the flip side. When licking is a problem, the dark side of the lick.
Right. When does it cross from affection to pathology?
Yes. Like when a dog is compulsively licking the floor or the walls or just the air, that's not normal, is it?
No, that's a red flag. It can be a sign of severe anxiety, OCD, or very often some kind of gastrointestinal distress. Nausea, usually.
The nausea sign, I've heard
Yeah,
this.
a lot of owners don't realize if your dog is frantically licking the carpet or smacking its lips, it often means they're about to vomit, their mouth is watering, and they're trying to soothe that feeling.
Good to know. So if you see that, maybe get the carpet cleaner ready.
Or call the vet. But for the more common issue, of the dog that just won't stop licking your face and it's driving you crazy, how do you manage that?
Well, the sources said scolding doesn't really work.
No, because licking is often an appeasement gesture. So
Right.
you yell, no, the dog gets anxious that you're mad, and what do they do when they get anxious?
They lick more.
They lick more. It's a vicious cycle.
So redirection is the key. Give them something else to lick.
Exactly. Things like lick mats are brilliant. You smear some peanut butter on it, and it gives them that same soothing, dopamine-releasing activity, just not on your face.
And the other strategy was to just get up and walk away.
The cold shoulder. It's what's called negative punishment. You're removing the reward, which is your attention. The dog learns very quickly, oh, licking makes my favorite person leave.
That's a powerful lesson. Before we wrap, there was one cautionary tale I think we should mention.
Ah, yes. The wagging tail misconception.
Right. We all think wagging tail plus licking means a friendly dog.
But a wagging tail just means the dog is in a state of high arousal. That could be excitement, but it could also be agitation or anxiety.
And the user pointed out that a strange dog licking you could just be tasting or assessing you.
It's an information gathering tool. So you should never assume a strange dog licking your hand is a guarantee of safety. You have to look at the whole dog, the ears, the posture, the whole body language.
That is a really, really good reminder. So let's bring it all home. When we ask why, it's not one thing.
No, it's a cocktail. It's a bit of affection, a bit of submission, a leftover hunger reflex from their wolf ancestors, and a whole lot of sensory exploration.
In a way, it's how they pet us back.
It is. And I think for you, listening, the big takeaway is to have a little patience. Your dog isn't trying to be annoying.
They're trying to bond with you or calm themselves down. Or maybe you just taste really good after a run.
All of the above are very possible.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. We've established they're reading our chemical signals, right? Where we've been, who we've met.
It's our chemical diary.
Exactly. So if they're licking us to read those secrets, what are you accidentally revealing to your dog every single day? They know you petted the neighbor's cat. They know you ate that last cookie. And more importantly, do you think they're judging us for it?
With the amount of data they're collecting, I'd say they probably know more about our day than our partners do.
A truly terrifying thought. Thanks for diving in with us.
Always a pleasure.